In the news, social historian Professor Verene Shepherd has reacted sharply to outgoing UK High Commissioner Asif Ahmad, saying his country is unlikely to honor Jamaica's calls for reparations. The senior UK diplomat told our news centre this morning that Britain rejects monetary reparations for the enslavement of people of African descent because they're all dead. But in a strong response, Professor Shepherd accused the High Commissioner of dissing the Jamaican people. Wayne Walker reports.
The senior UK diplomat says reparations payment is not a part of his government's policy.
That the legacy of slavery is something that is abhorrent and that we should learn from that terrible past, which is why we're taking so much concerted action to stop modern-day trafficking of people and enslavement, which actually in numbers is far higher than that terrible past. We've been equally clear that the issue of reparations will not prosper because we do not have a policy of paying to people who are no longer alive.
Professor Shepherd did not mince words in pushing back against the High Commissioner's comments.
Jamaica is a very hospitable place, you know. We're a very hospitable people because if you live in our country and you can say such things to the people who are still living with the legacies of what the country that you represent caused, and you can tear at people's face, see everywhere around the poverty that country left here, and then say such things, then you are disrespecting the people of Jamaica. And the people of Jamaica should understand when they are being this is what this High Commissioner has done.
The UWI professor noted that she believed the High Commissioner could not help himself. Professor Shepherd says his comments reflect the position taken by every UK diplomat and the government officials who have spoken publicly on the matter. The High Commissioner also suggested that reparations would be difficult to pay because those who suffered from slavery have long passed. Professor Shepherd believes the comments suggest he has not been following the developments in the reparations movement.
And, he's obviously not following the movement for reparation, or it's a willed ignorance because he's obviously not familiar with international law, which says there is nothing in international law which prevents the descendants of those who suffered the initial harm for claiming on behalf of their ancestors. So lots to unpack in this interview, but generally, really, the usual comments from UK diplomats and European diplomats.
Professor Shepherd is also rejecting the expressions of remorse from European powers for the acts and legacy of slavery. She notes these expressions are being used to avoid legal liability for the crimes of the slave trade.
When he talks about sorry in the newspaper, everybody has expressed deep sorrow, and since 2007 they have been expressing deep sorrow. There's a reason for that, there's a legal reason for saying I'm sorry and I regret, not that I apologize. An apology has three dimensions. It accepts responsibility, it commits to non-repetition, and it commits to repair. Now, if you apologize, you accept those things, and then litigation might follow. And that is why they have been sliding around and think they are clever by using repair, and I don't know who they think they are fooling.
Professor Shepherd is urging European governments to accept the call for a conference on reparations. She says the time is right to right the historic wrongs done to persons of African descent. Wayne Walker, Nation.